Welcome to Slacker Gaming, and in this episode I want to go over quickly how to change factions in New World, whether it be that your old faction kind of broke up and you want to change factions, or if one faction owns a lot more territories and you want to kind of join a stronger group, or any of the reasons that you can come up with. I want to go over how easy it is to change factions, what you're going to need to do before you change your faction, and what you can expect after doing so. So if you like to watch that, stick around. Hello and welcome to this episode of how to change factions in New World. If you've seen my videos before, you know, hey, isn't that guy on purple? Isn't that guy part of Syndicate? Yes, I was. But some things have changed, and I've changed, and now I want to show you how you could change factions as well, how easy it is, what you need to know before you change, and all that good stuff. So, as you know, I was purple, I was Syndicate, but when I joined, it was you could join anybody. I had friends that were on Syndicate, so I said, hey, I will join Syndicate as well. And we own 7 places on the map, but as you can see now, purple doesn't own any. And the reason they don't own any is because they started losing them, and so everyone jumped servers to a different server that was primarily owned of purple. So a lot of purple jumped ship, decided they didn't want to be on the server anymore, and so yellow and green have taken over. Before we get this started, I want to tell you what to do before you change factions. The main thing you need to do before changing factions is turn in your boards. Okay, turn in these boards, make sure you get credit for them, make sure you get coin, XP, reputation, all that stuff. Then you need to use all of your rewards that you possibly can, because once you change, as you can see here, you go back to 0. So make sure you use all the tokens you can, whether you buy and sell them or whether you use them. Whatever you decide to do, I bought a bunch of the major Rune of Holdings because I know that they are used in building things. I also used material converters, and then I actually ended up selling the material converters. I think it was the advanced material converter, which costs you 200 tokens. And I believe I sold it for, no, it was the Masterwork ones. Masterwork material converters. I spent all of my tokens on that, and then I ended up selling them for, I think, like 7 or 8 coins a piece. So you could turn these tokens into some easy coin with this, but the big thing I want to tell you is make sure you spend this, because once you transfer, you lose all of your tokens and start over. So the next thing I want to tell you, after you do that, decide which one you want to be on for whatever reason. Decide who you want to be on, but just know you can't join the faction that owns the most territories. So in this case, I was purple, and when I wanted to change, green and yellow were actually tied at 5 apiece, and purple owned Reekwater. So basically it came down to, okay, whoever owns the next one, I can go to the opposing team. As we played, as we did stuff, there's a bunch of yellow guys that I get along with. They're a ton of fun guys on the yellow team. So I decided, I hope that green got Reekwater because I wanted to be on yellow. Boom, it happened. They own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yellow now only owns 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that makes it easier to change to yellow, because you cannot join green because they are the most owned faction. However, because they took over the majority, now you can either join yellow or purple. So I was able to transfer from purple to yellow. And to do that, you're going to come over here to the character button, over to bio, and there'll be a little button here that says change faction. You'll click it, then you'll go and choose whichever faction. You'll have the 3 factions there. One will not be able to be picked, and you'll choose between the 2 other ones. Once you change, it is a 60-day cooldown on your change faction. So don't expect to change factions and then your team blows it or whatever. You lose all of these territories you want, and then, okay, I'll change to another one. Can't do that. You gotta wait 60 days or 2 months to be able to change back to, or change to a different one, even on a different server. Now that the server merges are coming, know that, hey, my team owns a lot of the territories on this server, but if you get merged with another server, there might be all purple, might be all green, might be all the opposite color, and now you don't own any. So keep that in mind before you make your choice that you want to change. Know all that stuff going into it. So after you've changed, you'll need to go talk to your person because you will need to do a couple missions to be able to open the faction board. Now, once you're able to open the faction board, you're starting over fresh. You have 0 tokens, you have 0 reputation, so you're going to need to go out and knock out a ton of these just so you can start owning territories and going up in there. And there might be missions to go as well with this. So if you go to journal, and we're just going to go down quickly on the faction mission side just because I know this one is quick. And as you can see, is something advancement, whether it's covenant, whatever your faction you're in, it'll be whatever your faction is, and then advancement, and then it will tell you the mission that you need to do in order to advance to the next level of reputation or anything within your faction. But no, you're starting over fresh. You're gonna have 0. That's why I said buy your rewards, because all those rewards you don't use, you cannot use in here. They are absolutely gone. You have to build those up as well. So I hope this helped you decide and all of the stuff you need to know before changing your faction, how to change your faction, and what it's going to be like after you change factions. Hopefully this information was helpful for you. If you have any questions or want more information, comment that down below. I'll do my best to try to answer it. I love answering your guys' questions. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, feel free to hit that red subscribe button. We're closing in at 1,500 subs on YouTube. You guys have been crazy hitting that sub button. I love to see it. Love to see the channel grow. Love to see the New World content getting better and better. Now we'll see you guys in the next one. Slacker out.